Hey guys, how's it going? Ben here, and welcome to my Ultimate QBD Range Guide for 2015. Now here is the contents. This is just going to be showing everything that's in this guide. The rest of the contents is on the next page, as it says down below. Also, you can click on the locators at the top right of the screen to choose which part of the guide you want to go to. So these are the requirements. You're going to be wanting 70 range defense and hit points generally. You know, a little bit more is fine, but you want 70 range for Crystal Bow at least. But I'd recommend around about 90. You're going to be needing 60 summoning to do the fight, though I'd recommend 67 for a War Tortoise. You're going to be needing 85 herb for extreme anti-fires, and you're going to be needing 70 prayer just for prayer. You know, it's useful here. Also, you want to do Songs from the Depths for less damage taken, and 50 agility is going to get you through the shortcut. So this is a general info. It's a 900 combat boss. It's pretty damn hard, not gonna lie, but once you get into it, it's fine. So it's got 144k health, and that is 36k per phase. Its max hit is 5,850, and the XP you're gonna be getting to kill is about 3,500 with 1,155 HP XP. You're gonna be getting around about 1.7k Slayer XP, and the only real weakness is Bane Bolts, although on the wiki it isn't, you know, classed as one, but it is, I promise you guys, it's a weakness. Okay, so these are the three different setups. Now, I'd very much recommend any setup you do, get Bane Bolts if you can, but if not, no worries. Now on the left, I've got War Priest for a low level sort of thing, with a Crystal Bow in the middle. I've got Full Armadillo with Chaotic Crossbows and Royal Bolts, and on the right I've got Full Serenic with Royal Crossbow at least, if not something a bit better, say for example a Noxious Bow or Ascension Bows or anything like that, as well as Dragon Bane Bolts, which are going to be hitting a lot. Also, I know I've got the Mully Rock Cape on the very right picture. That is because I don't have the range one, so I couldn't really show that, but you want to be swapping that out for the range cape, of course, because, you know, otherwise it's not really going to be doing anything for you. Also, I want to note that any auras that you think are going to be useful, for example, Penance, Vampirism, anything like that, make sure you bring it, because it's going to make the fight a lot easier for you. Okay, so these are the inventories you want to take. Now on the left is the lower level one, on the right is the high level one. Now on the left I've got super ranges and super defenses, as well as your anti-fires, your renewals, and a couple of restores. The rest of it is sharks. Now the reason I don't take too many restores is because you're going to be getting a lot from the loot chest at the end once you've killed it, so you don't really need to worry about those. Now on the right I've got the super anti-fire overload flasks, and I've also got some renewal flasks and some restores, as well as just sharks. Now if you're taking a piece of burden, I'd say just fill it with sharks. That's all you're really going to need. I don't take Rocktail because they cost a lot more than sharks, and you don't really need them for this boss fight. I also take a one-click telly just in case shit goes down and you want to get out of there without dying and having to buy your stuff back or running all the way back. So I just take that just in case you're going to get absolutely wrecked. Okay, so here I'm going to show you how to get there. Now you want to be running northwest from the Port Siren Lodestone down this entrance where the White Knights are surrounded. And once you're down there, you want to go directly west and head all the way down to this little shortcut area that you can see on the minimap. So once you're there, you just right click and slide down it, and you'll be in the Grotworm lair. Now if you don't have the agility for this, you're going to have to go the long way around, which I'm not going to show because it takes a very long time, and I'd recommend just getting the agility for it. So once you get here, just pass through that portal and you're done. Okay, so the first ability is the Firewall. You can encounter this from the first phase onwards. Now, as you can see, what I'm doing here is I'm waiting until the Firewall is one block in front of me, and then I'm just running through it. The other alternative here, as you can see, is to just run through the gaps in it, but unless they're very close to you, I really wouldn't recommend it. So I'll show that again just to make it a little bit easier for you. So once it's one block in front of you, click through it and you won't take any damage. Otherwise you're going to take 750 damage for every tick that it's on you, which generally speaking, if you don't run through it, is 2, which means you're going to take 1500 damage. The second ability you can use is where he summons the Captive Tortured Souls. Now these things can be a pain, but they can also be useful. Now this is the phase 2 one. Now when you see the text above his head, run to the other side of him, and then he'll take the damage from it. Then I like to use Sacrifice on him to finish him off, heals you a bit better as well. Now I'm going to show how to deal with the ones on the 3rd and 4th wave as well, and this here is where on the 3rd phase 2 of them spawn. So you do the same, you want to run to the right of them and let one of them take all the damage. It'll kill one of them and then you just take out the other one. So it gets hard when there's 4 of them. Now when 4 of them spawn, if you're not on an edge block, they'll all spawn together, otherwise they're going to spawn really erratically, and that is not what you want. So I'll show this one a couple times more just so you can see when the text comes up, run diagonally behind one of them and all of the rings will hit that one. If you get hit by a ring, it'll hit around about 1k damage. So there you go, once more you can see there that I've just run diagonally, he took all the damage and died, and then you're going to want to either kill off the other ones or just leave them. Now this shows what's going to happen if you leave them. One of them will go in a corner and start chanting some crap, and when he does that, it means he can freeze you in time like that. It takes him around about 15 to 20 seconds if you just leave him and don't kill him for that to happen. The way to stop it is to kill him. Now it's recommended that if you don't think you can kill QBD in time, to kill it, because otherwise you're going to take a lot of damage and not be able to heal. Now the other thing you can do is heal off them and siphon their health up to him. As you can see, the health bar is going up drastically and theirs is going down. Now this is something you really want to avoid, because otherwise it's going to slow down your kill time and it's going to make it really hard for you. So from wave 3 onwards, and I say wave instead of phase, it's just a thing, you can get this message, as you can see at the bottom, which says either the Queen Black Dragon hardens her Carapace or it crystallizes, and if it hardens, it means that you're going to take less damage with physical damage such as melee or range, and magic's going to hit more, whereas with the crystallized one it's the complete opposite and you want the crystallized one. Now it's easy to see because it'll change colour from from normal to green or normal to blue, and if you get the blue one, as you can see there, I completely demolished QBD's health right there in probably around about 10 seconds max, which is really good. So if you get blue, you are really good, but if not, it's going to take a little longer to kill him, and that can be a bit of a ball ache on you. Okay, so the final ability that can happen in phase 4 is the extremely hot flames. Now, as you can see here, which I've slowed it down a bit for you, QBD has now used these flames, and it can hit between 750 and I believe 1750 each tick or so, which is bad. You know, it's going to hit a lot. But the way to avoid getting loads hit on you is to sort of stay to the side. If you're directly in front of QBD, like sort of where my mouse is beyond, where it was rather, you're going to be getting hit a lot, and if you're right at the back as well, basically as long as you're not in the middle of the arena, you'll be fine. You won't get hit as much for this, and it's going to be alright on you. Okay, so this here is my demo kill. Now, as you can see, first off, I stand right next to that artifact. You want to be standing right next to it so that once you've taken QBD down for all of her health for the first phase, you can click straight on that and no grot worms will spawn. Now, the grot worms, although they're low leveled and stuff, they can still be a pain, so you just want to watch out for them. Don't kill them if you see them, just leave them, but if they do stack up, they are going to do a fair bit of damage. So, first off, you just want to take QBD down as much as you can. If you want to bring an adrenaline pot to speed up the first phase, you can if you want. But generally speaking, I just don't bother with it. I just, just don't. So here we can see the firewall in the first phase. Now, straight off, I just click on the other side, get away from it, take no damage from it, which is awesome. Went well. I was kind of panicking there. I thought it wouldn't go well. So as you can see, as soon as that health bar depletes, I click on that artifact to get that done straight away. No grot worm spawn, nothing, is all good. So once again, what I did here is you want to be moving up closest to the artifact, which is going to be activated next, which is the one with the little white glow on the water. So you want to stand as close to that as possible so that when it's done, you can click straight on it and then get back off this water thing quickly, because if you stay on it too long, you'll take damage, which is a bit of a pain. So I do the same thing for the third phase. I stand as close as I can. Just make sure you're not on an edge block. Like, a back block's fine, but an edge block, just no, you don't want to be there, because otherwise the tortured souls will spawn erratically. So once you're there, just take down QBD as fast as you can. And this kill went pretty well up until the final phase for me, I think, other than, the firewall at the beginning and this little carapace bit which just happened now. So once that's down, click on the artifact again and run straight back into the middle. Now, as you can see, not everything that I've shown earlier in the sort of abilities has spawned yet, because it doesn't always happen. But here we got tortured souls, so as I did in the little thing that I showed earlier, just ran diagonally, one of them took all the damage, and I decided not to kill them here because they didn't really need killing. I was pretty certain I could kill QBD before they would sort of have the health siphoned. Now, as you can see, I'm just running through these, and I got lucky here because I ran too far forwards, but there was a gap there, so I didn't take any damage from the firewall. So after that, I just went and just took out QBD as quickly as possible, tanked to the flames because there's no way of avoiding them, and it went pretty well. So that was done. It wasn't the quickest kill I've ever done, but let's be honest, it's not that bad. 2 minutes 20, like, I'm happy with it. So once I'd done that, just click on the artifact at the back, and then run through this little bit here to claim your reward. So I want to note a little thing with the reward. If you see Rocktail in the reward chest, take them rather than banking them, because they're going to help you out with your invent as well. So that's what I got. Wasn't very great, and that was the kill. Okay, so the rewards, as you can see, you can get loads of different things. Now you're always going to be getting Royal D'hide, Dragon Bones, and Royal Bolts, and then the rest of the stuff I've shown is kind of the stuff people want more, the unique stuff, the good stuff, which is the Visage, the Kite Shield, the Royal Bolt, the Royal Crossbow parts, and the 150 to 200k coins. There are other rewards which are decent, but those are just the main ones. Now for cash and XP per hour, you can be able to make around about 3 to 5 mil cash an hour based on getting around about 23 to 25 kills an hour. If you get more than that, you're going to make more, of course. You're going to be getting 125k range XP an hour based on those kills as well as 40k HP XP and 40k Slayer if you are on task. Okay, so all I've really got to say now is thanks for watching. Hopefully this helped you. If it did, let me know down below. And anyway, I'm going to leave that there. Thanks for watching. It took a long time to make, so hopefully it did help. And please don't just leave random crappy comments. Let me know down below if there's anything that needs improving. Thanks, and I'll see you later. But I managed to get myself some gloves, which was really cool. Although they're not that expensive, they're not the best item there, I was really happy to actually finally get an item. And this one here was the final kill, and once again, third time lucky though, I decided to show the kill, and look what we got off the last kill.